In 2022, New Bay's tally of Group 1 winners grew, as did his popularity in the sales ring. There is no denying that he has always had his supporters and fans, but it seems now that the young sire is moving into elite stallion territory. As his son, Bayside Boy, joins him at Ballylinch Stud, John O'Connor talks us through the attraction of each stallion.
He's made a big impact so far. Last year really was an exceptional year for him. To get 3 Group 1 winners in Ireland and England from less than 90 runners. We know that statistically is not an easy thing to do, and he's done it, and he's got a lot of other nice horses to back those up. So he's well on the way. He's now covering really exceptional books of mares for the last couple of years. And we know that both from his own race record and his pedigree, he should really be able to handle that uptick in the quality of mares, classic-y type mares. He can handle mares across a broad spectrum. He's had some very fast horses. He's got some good middle distance horses. I think the future is very, very secure for him. I suppose for any stallion, the Group 1 winners are the ones that make the real difference. So a horse of the quality of Bay Bridge obviously makes a big difference. And he was ably backed up last year by Bayside Boy. So when both of those won Group 1 races on the same day at Ascot, that was a big day for him. But he also has an exceptional filly in Saffron Beach, who sold so well at December sales, and deservedly so. I think there are loads of other very nice horses to back them up, so I'm looking forward to what they can do for this year. I mean, we're relatively conservative with stud fees, and we'd like horses to gradually increase so that, you don't get a sudden shock. But with this guy, for the last couple of years, we've been so overbooked. Last year we picked a fee. I got it wrong. He was well overbooked. He doesn't need huge numbers to be a top and a very successful stallion. So effectively, it's the marketer is deciding. He's overbooked again this year at his new fee. So maybe I've got it wrong again, but I'm happy to get it wrong like that. I think we'll take it nice and steady. We'll let the horse build into whatever fee he ultimately ends up at. So Bayside Boy was bred here, as you know, and he's out of a mare that we like a lot called Alava, who's been, a very successful mare even before we got her. And he was a smashing yearling. We took him to Newmarket, and that excellent judge, Richard Ryan, who rides for Team Valley, he identified him and he came to us. He was up and down looking at him quite a bit, and as he does. And he then said, look, I really like this horse. You would stay involved. It would help me to get there if you wanted to. And we said, look, we really like the horse, so we'd be happy to stay involved in the horse. He proved it. He won first time out. He had the highest time form rating for a debutant of the year in his first start. So we knew he was well on the way. And he then went on and won the Champagne Stakes, in a very good edition of the Champagne Stakes, a Group 2 race at Doncaster. And then he went on to run this year as a 3-year-old. And he had a bit of a quiet spring. He had a bit of a non-event in the French 2000 Guineas in the Pool d'Essai. He just was drawn so far wide, he never got a chance to get involved in it. And then he just gradually built back into form. So then he went and won the Queen Elizabeth. And it gave us a bit of a dilemma. Should we keep him in training? Should he go to stud? The deciding factor really was the fact that we've already referred to about New Bay. His fee is climbing. So the people who helped us to start New Bay, some of their mares, will now not be wanting to go to a stallion at that fee. So we thought, look, this is probably the right thing for us to do. We can go back to the people who started off New Bay with a son of New Bay standing at a relatively similar starting fee. So that's really the motivation behind him coming to stud this year. He's always been an exceptional mover, and I think that's what caught people's attention so much at the sales. He's a very free-moving, correct horse. A rich bay, no white on him. He's caught people's attention from the time he was a yearling. Now he's coming back to look like that. He's letting down into a lovely stallion. And breeders are, we're really pleased that breeders like him. We've done the same as we did with New Bay. We've formed a nice syndicate for him, and excellent judges have taken shares in him. So he's well set up to start off well as a stallion.